Jacobus, 35 Church Street in Bristol. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. I'm representing Friends of Historic Bristol, and we would like to unequivocally say that we are very much in support of the development of the Robin Rugg complex. That being said, we were very pleased at the results of the March 16th meeting. We were glad to hear Mr. Squadrito say that he could go along with 98 to 100 units. We were pleased to hear Mr. Bellotti speak that he thought that the adoption of the 105 density limit was appropriate, was your words. So we are very concerned to see that Brady Sullivan is coming back with a proposal of a density of 127 units. And I would like to state from the Friends of Historic Bristol that this is not a legally supportable proposal, and I'll go through that. The very first portion of that legal argument is that the Planning Board is required by law, by Bristol Code, to conform to the dimensional codes in the dimensional requirements in the code, and I will read that. This is from Article 9, Section 28.6, regarding dimensional conformance, quote, "Nor shall the number of dwelling units or occupancy thereon be increased in any manner except in conformance with the dimensional requirements of this chapter." Back in 2008, that was calculated to be 78 units maximum. Now, unless Brady Sullivan can come up with other total square footage that is being devoted to the residential requirements of this complex, and that you understand that includes hallways, stairways, some of the public usage spaces, the community usage spaces, unless they can come up with a much larger square footage into which they are dividing the required 2,250 square feet per unit, they can't get above the 78 units except they are allowed by code, and that comes from Article 9, Section 28.370, all projects subject to this article shall be entitled to a density bonus allowing for reduction in the minimum lot area per dwelling in the development based upon the underlying zoning. The density bonus shall be 20%. Now, it was calculated in 2008.
Just so you know. Okay.
Excuse me?
You're at your 3 minutes right now.
Okay. 78 units was bumped up to 98 units back in 2008. That's your 28%. You are not allowed another bump up. You are allowed a single bump up of 20%, not multiple bump ups of 20%. Consequently, we expect that the Planning Board will abide by the Code of Bristol. It says by law you must abide by the code, by the dimensional requirements stated in the code, which is 2,250 square feet per unit, which we know understands additional spaces other than just the footprint of each unit. This is not a legally supportable proposal. 127 units is not legally supportable. 98 is allowable. 105 is over. 127 is not legally supportable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.